Hi guys, welcome to Savvy Money Show with me, host Sean. I want to say another thank you to everyone who's donated through Buy Me a Coffee. I hope you all appreciate the upgrades I've made to the channel with the donations. Let's get into the video. They say do not buy until there's blood in the streets. Well, according to Germany, that'll be 1st of October, as that's when the streets will be patrolled by military to avoid protests. Last week, institutional investors bought 8.1 billion in puts and 1 billion in calls, which seem to have been a great investment. However, if they don't cover, could cause a squeeze or a bear market rally, which could bring a lot of new people into the market before we have the rug pull I'm expecting. Billionaire hedge fund manager Steve Cohen disclosed 5.1% stake in the OSE, and which caused it to go up because people were remembering what happened when Cohen announced his position in NERV. Don't forget to hit the lovely like button and the sexy subscribe button, and don't forget the bell notification. You'll be notified when a new video gets uploaded. And the free links in the description below. You can pick up a free share worth up to £200. And check out our Discord. And if you want a more in-depth analysis of any stock or market conditions, then why not look at our upgraded membership program and support us. I announced in my Discord, and links to the free Discord down in the description below. Fauci, in his testifying before a committee about monkeypox yesterday, just said they are starting clinical trials of T-pox, which is owned by Sega in the Congo. Now, we played this before and it ran all the way up to $22 before we sold. It's back down at $13 now. We're seeing quite a few of the smaller ones run up, like CO, which is Global Cooled Blood. It's 330 million market cap. Enterprise value is negative 666 million. A PE of 4. Price to sales 1.6. Price to book of 0.45. Free cash flow of 613 million. And a total ratio of 2.5. Current assets double total liabilities. And I think this is one that is just a buy and hold. Will go up massively. You will have. I've used Cooled Blood service when kids were born, and people were talking about genetic companies, but at the moment, Cooled Blood service, you can use it for so many treatments. I loved Markets and Mayhem's post about a once meta man who made big promises he couldn't keep. I sold my Meta at 175, making $10 a share profit in a matter of a week, because I did a deeper dive of the company. I had a bearish and bullish sorry about that side of the company. Of course, it has so much cash. It could pay off all its liabilities with cash on hand and have some left over without having to touch any of its assets. 1 year's free cash flow can pay off all its liabilities, which is amazing. It's one of the top 5 balance sheets in the world. It has investments in a number of up and coming companies. They are even contracting CRISPR to look at one of carbon capture in soils. All good for the future. The metaverse plays, I've said before, I think is a mistake. Firstly, it's 10 years down the line. I've got no problem with that. But going for the hardware side instead of the software side. And the thing about hardware is you've got to constantly be on it, constantly innovating, or someone will overtake you. As Nokia well knows. In my opinion, they should be taking over Unity, and that will secure them both the hardware and the software side. If they don't, Unity will bypass them. Or another company will. Now when Unity is at a cheap valuation, in my opinion, they have declining revenues at the moment, and I know it's just the start of declining revenues. Their platform, I've used their platform to advertise a company, and I saw the decline in the advertising efficiency before Apple banned them, and now since Apple banned them, that is a huge percentage of lost ad revenue, and they are scrambling around. They keep offering me free ad revenue, and it's now at a time when ad revenue, we're in a period where ad revenue is going to be down anyway. I think it will hit 138. I could be wrong. They always have WhatsApp that they can fall back on and monetize, but last time they tried that, they ended up with a backlash. People migrating when they just hinted at it. They are trying to make Instagram look more like TikTok. It's not working so well, but I think if they change it too much, they will lose the followers they have on Instagram. I think there's still a space for Facebook, for Instagram, for Meta, but they have to be extremely careful and surgical. And I like the fact that they are using current revenues to prepare for the future, but they need to have something for the in-between. I think Oculus is not a good enough metaverse play, in my opinion, for the future, and I think there are about 10-15 different plays that are better. I think they've backed the wrong horse for such a long investment. I do think they should be also on something in the midterm as well. And there are so many now at this valuation, they could be spending 1 year's money to invest in before these new laws come in that don't allow them to write off new investments. I'd like to know what you guys think. Are you bullish or bearish Meta? I was bullish Meta up until last year, coming into this year, and that's when my thesis changed. Let's talk about the Fed. Now, the Fed has gone from being the most intelligent boy at the party to a laughing stock. It's a bit like Kramer. Kramer was everyone hanging on his word to all of a sudden inverse Kramer index. The fact is, You have the quarter before, month before, with the CPI stating food and energy were too volatile to be considered when they're looking at whether or not there's a recession. And then all of a sudden, because energy declined, they're saying because energy is declining, there'll be no recession. I understand the fault of that, because so many companies rely on energy to produce things, to transport things, and it's such a high cost for companies. But you cannot claim 1 month that because it's so volatile you do not include it, and then you include it another month. And of course shelter is going to be going up because interest rates have gone up so much. It's pricing people out of being able to buy a home, which is why the turnaround for house builders have gone from 3 months to 11 months, and that means that people are renting more, which means the cost to rent is up. 8.3% is not that high in my opinion. It's only up a couple of points, 0.2%. However, it still is higher than was expected. I don't think this is panic stations. I think this is a case of retail had already sold out of a lot of their speculative stocks, and now Wall Street was waiting for confirmation before they decided what to do. And when it was worse than and the Fed said, they sold out of their mega cap stocks. They prepared for it by buying all the puts, as I said earlier in the video, but they dumped a lot of it, and it's mainly Wall Street doing this to protect themselves. They'll buy it back later on, and that's why the bigger ones have fallen and the smaller ones haven't. Likes of Jeremy, who are saying, oh, the smaller ones don't have any more sellers in them. The smaller companies will always have more sellers in them, no matter what. It's just at this point, it's not worth them selling. They've held for this long. They've held through all this pain, and a 0.2% isn't worth making them sell. They will wait for the next earnings reports. That's what will make them sell. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Let me know if you want me to start doing live videos again. Now I have the new equipment, I'm considering doing live videos. Let me know if you want me to do a spoof video on Jim Cramer, or if there's any particular videos you want me to do. I'll see you in the next video. Let me know in the description down below. If you found any of my videos helpful and you want to help me make more, you can support me by buying me a coffee. The link is in the description below.